Is Kevin's ankle okay?
Yeah, that was the reason, is his ankle. She felt it starting to swell up, and I tried to keep him in there for a couple more minutes, but then the timeout came, and he was like, I won't be able to finish because I could feel it starting to swell up already. So that's why.
Like Jalen really got you guys going.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, all the things that he can do, rebounding. He must have had 3 or 4 deflections on the defensive end. He got out on the transition, turned the corner, getting to the rim, making threes. Yeah, I was really proud of the way he played. And I was actually really proud of the way our whole team played. We just had some breakdowns and, stuff that went wrong. But as far as like the play hard part and the commitment part, and I just left the locker room, and we had basically the whole team lifting, doing their post-game lifts after a tough loss. That just shows you where we're at as far as a group, and the commitment that we have to improving and dealing with disappointment, because it is disappointing that we lost. But they played hard. If we could have made a few more threes, made a few more free throws, different game.
Yeah, in terms of the breakdowns, we started the game off really, really strong. Full game before.
Yeah.
Did you see the offense stagnant?
100%. Yeah, and that's what I told the group. We can't be that team that is stagnant and just trying to take guys. We have to move the defense and make them have to make decisions and put pressure on the defense. And we did go through a stretch after we got the big lead early. We went through a stretch where the ball wasn't moving quite as much, and it did affect our defense. But when you get big leads like that, rarely are you able to hold on to them. The team usually comes back, and they did. But yeah, the stagnant play of the second quarter where we scored 18 points was not good. Yeah.
You said something to him when he's come out and made him laugh. You could see that you were trying to get him back. I don't want to share what you said, but what were you trying?
Yeah, I was just trying to get him to get his mind off of it. Understand that we still have a fourth quarter to play, and make him laugh. So, all 3 things happened, I guess. But yeah, he was disappointed to miss as many free throws as he did. And it's a hard thing when you go up there and we need him to go in. And, you just don't feel, you don't have that, like, I don't know if confidence is the word, but you just don't feel right when you're at the line. It's a really tough thing.
How big is it though that even though he was having a tough night in that aspect, that he still had the confidence about him, have that big third?
Yeah. I mean, minus the free throws, he was great. He was good on defense. He was active. He was rebounding the ball. He scored. He made the pop back 3. Then I think he made a play in the paint, which was really good. And we need him. We need him to play well. And he did tonight. It was just the free throws, and I don't want the free throws to cloud him as far as his vision of what playing well looks like. And, our group, the same, like, we shot 47 threes tonight. We only made 14 of them. And I think majority of them were pretty good threes. And, we shot 20 free throws and we only made 9. And, we make a few of those. It's a completely different ball game. Especially with as hard as we played. I'm not trying to make any excuses at all, but as hard as we played, I'm satisfied.
It seemed like towards the end, guys were attacking over. Is that an adjustment you made, or that's true, or just part of the game? So a little bit of physicality towards second quarter, third quarter, in the middle of the game. Was that an adjustment you have to make again?
Towards the end, I mean, once Alpern went in the game, we usually play a little bit more in the paint, and he got a few post-ups down there. And then Jalen is so quick, and when he gets the ball, whether it's up a rebound or the couple steals that he had, it felt like he had like a ton of steals. And I think he only had, actually he had 4, so that's a lot. But off the steals, off the rebounds, off the stops, then we become much more of a downhill paint team. But we're right at the top of the league. I think we're first in the league at paint, and we're first in the league at free throws. So, that's kind of who we are. We say we're a paint and threes team, and over the season, that's pretty much who we've been as far as our shot quality.
You harped on defense wanting to be the thing that you wanted to work on.
It was all right. We just had a few breakdowns. Carter got away from us a couple times in the paint, which he's a hard guard. He's one that's hard to guard, especially when you're switching as much as we did. So he got away from us. But Okeke, he was the one that really made it hard for us because we didn't expect him to go 5 for 7 from 3. And the way that we were playing him was as a okay shooter, but he shot it really, really well tonight. So overall, I thought we were pretty good. We have to clean a few breakdowns up, but as far as the effort and the intention, as far as having 12 steals and forcing 19 turnovers and getting 21 points off those turnovers, that's good stuff for us. Yeah, it's hard. It's hard. It's definitely hard. Because we were surprised for sure. And, it's not just the guy who's guarding him. It's everybody has to be on the same page. So when they were setting like the little pin down for him, that means the big has to be up further because he'll shoot it. Or when they interchange on the weak side, you have to come together on those interchanges instead of just pointing. Because when you just point, he finds the little gap and shoots. So yeah, those are things that are kind of hard to. I mean, as much as we talk about it in the huddle, you kind of have to know it to do it, and that's something we'll learn.
All right, we got time for one last question from Zoom. Kelly Eco, go ahead, please.
Hey, Coach, you talk a lot about Jalen Green. I just wanted to ask, how impressed have you been with, how he processes information? It could be in a film session or just on the practice floor, and how that has translated to on the court over the last, 20 games.
Yeah, he's a great student. He's a really good kid. He listens, he learns, he improves by not just playing. He improves by working at his game. He improves by watching film. He improves by walking through things. And the game is starting to slow down for him a little bit. So, yeah, he is slowly but surely rising like we knew he would. And he was really good tonight, like really, really good. And I didn't think that it wasn't just the offensive end, right? Like it was the 4 steals, it was the deflections, it was the box outs, it was the defensive plays that kind of keyed his offense, which is great for him and great for our group.